What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And in this video I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression of the Binding Blade banner that we're getting in upcoming days. I think it's going to be on Tuesday. So the first thing that we have is Larum. So she's a dagger dancer. We just got Tethys and she's likely going to be getting demoted from the Sacred Stones banner because she looks like a really obvious demote. So we just have another dagger dancer, and I think she's going to be having better stats than Tethys because Larum is going to be a 5-star exclusive unit. Tethys is probably going to get demoted, so I'm expecting a bit more attack on her than Tethys, obviously. So she comes with Dragon Slasher Plus as her weapon. It's basically Cloud Mayogi, so it's effective on dragons and also has Hardy Bearing effect built into it. So this is a pretty good weapon for checking dragons and in general for checking the advantage strategies in Aether Raid's defense because of the Hardy Bearing effect. So you could stack this up with other Hardy Bearing users on your team and also stack this up with Fire Sweep weapon users or just like Dazzling Staff units just to make your Aether Raid's defense team really strong against like Vantage strategies, which a lot of people use. So that's its main application and it's just going to be available in the normal summoning pool now. So as we have seen, these seasonal weapons eventually get their normal version added into the summoning pool, and it seems like Cloud Mayogi got its turn as well. So you don't really have to wait for the Dancer banner to get the Mayogi daggers if you want to put that on your Aether Raid's defense team. And even outside of that, this can be really useful in something like Arena Assault for checking dragons because dragon teams are going to be really common, so there it can be helpful. She's a dancer, of course. She's got Disarm Trap 3, which is not really a necessary skill in Aether Raid's offense, to be honest, because you could still test the traps manually, and not every offense team wants to get rid of the traps because sometimes you can make use of the lightning traps to fall into the range of Wings of Mercy, Desperation, Vantage, stuff like that, escape route. So many times like traps of enemies can be used to your own advantage, so not really the most necessary skill. Slotsy is another new line of skill which we're getting, so it gives +5 speed and res to the ally who has got highest speed and res total for one turn. So it's interesting at the very least. And that's Larum basically. So these are the stats which I'm expecting out of Larum. Definitely going to be having more attack than Tethys, I have a feeling. She's probably going to be pretty fast and having like decent resistance. So that's basically what I'm expecting out of her. So next up we have got Perceval. So he is really good unit in Binding Blade, and he's finally here as a Lance Cavalier. Now that's definitely a very competitive class even at 5-star rarity because only a few months back we got Brave Eliwood and also got Sirius. So both of those are really good Lance Cavaliers which we got recently. Percival is the third one, I guess. So he has got Prize Lance, which is a 16 might weapon. It gives him -1 special cooldown, and if the foe's HP is at full, then it gives him +4 to all of his stats during the combat, and also has the guard effect built up in the weapon, so that's pretty useful. The thing which is kinda inconsistent is the fact that you want the enemy to be at 100% health, and this basically discourages the use of Savage Blow, Pain Plus, Bolt Tower, stuff like that. Because if the enemy is not at full HP, then you're going to be missing out on 4 stat points in every stat. So that's something which this weapon can be inconsistent with, but the guard effect is actually really good for defensive purpose. He's got Luna as a special, attack defense solo, lull attack speed, and rouse defense res. Percival's base kit tells me that he's probably going to be a bit more defensive, seeing as how he has got rouse defense res and also attack defense solo, and lull attack speed is really good because you're able to nullify any kind of attack buff that the enemy might have, so you could take like less damage and not really get doubled, so that definitely adds to your bulk. So this is the stat spread I'm expecting out of Percival. As I said, Lance Cavalier is a really saturated and a competitive class type, but still, like, because of Percival's weapon, he's able to stand out. So I think he's going to be having 33 attack, 35 speed, good defense at 34, and better resistance than Sirius, I think. So the reason I think that he's going to be having better resistance than Sirius is because he's taking no damage from this red Manakete. Even though she's like a 4-star Manakete, and even though she's red, but I still think he's going to be having not like as min-max resistance like 16 like Sirius has. So Percival is going to be taking out this red Manakete. Really excited about him. I really hope that I could pull him. So it's definitely going to be my priority on this banner. So the next unit we have is Echidna. She's an axe infantry unit and she is going to be the demote of this banner, most likely seeing her base kit So she's got Rare Guard Plus. It's such a weird name. What are you gonna call the resistance version of this axe? Front Guard? Something like that. So it's basically the axe version of Vanguard Plus Lance, or I guess Safeguard Plus Sword. So this can be pretty useful for tanking stuff, but I think Resistance one is gonna be a bit more useful just from Aetherite's perspective, because in the light season stuff like Libra and Ross can definitely be pretty useful with that kind of weapon, which can give them more resistance. But still, this weapon definitely opens up a lot of possibilities, and because this is probably gonna be on a demote, it's really good for builds. She's got Soul as her special, which doesn't really synergize well with Brazen Speed Res, which she has got in her slot A, and Drive Attack. I really hope she could get demoted, honestly, because Drive Attack on a 4-star unit is going to be pretty good. They could lock Brazen Speed Res at 5-star. I wouldn't really mind because Drive Attack is clearly more useful. So hopefully she gets demoted, and hopefully she has got Drive Attack 2 at 4-star rarity. And these are the stats which I'm expecting out of her. So I think she's going to be having a stat spread similar to Ilger, but like, because of the higher BSC, she's obviously going to be having a bit better of that. She does have 45 HP, which is pretty good. And I think she's going to be having good attack and good speed. That's what I think. I mean, she's going to be bulky, but whenever these kinds of weapons happen, I just have a feeling that they probably have more of the other defensive stat and less of the defensive stat that they have got the weapon for. So I think she's going to be having more resistance, less defense. Let's see what the case is with her. We will find out in a few days. So another Axe Infantry unit that we get after Ross in the 3-star, 4-star pool, which is going to be really good. I mean, she's not going to be added to 3-star pool, but still you get the point. She's not going to be 5-star logged at the very least. And then we have got the star of this banner, Igrene. Oh my god. So finally, Red Bow is a thing after such a long time. And Igrene definitely looks like a force to be reckoned with if she's got good offensive stats, which I think she's probably going to have, seeing as how she's the star of this banner. So she has got Guardian's Bow. This gives you -1 special cooldown, and if she's got more speed than the foe, then she inflicts -5 to attack speed and defense on foe during the combat. So this is an in-combat debuff, which means that it can stack up with chill attack, chill speed, chill defense, you know, the visible buffs. It can stack up with that. But the thing is that this is not going to be added towards the AoE damage, because the AoE damage works on the visible defensive stats like defense, which is going to be visible, and this is an in-combat debuff. So in that sense, it directly doesn't really help with the AoE damage, but still it's a really good effect. And I hope that she's really fast. So she's got Blazing Wind as her special. This is going to be a 3-turn cooldown special right off the bat because of her bow. And having Special Spiral on her base kit means that she could just act as an AoE spam unit. So that could be really good with the weapon that she has got. Life and Death 4 is a tier 4 skill, and it does give you more stats offensively, reduces more of your defensive stats. Pulse Smoke 3. So this is a really good skill for a lot of reasons. So this is really good for facing up infantry pulse defense teams and Aetherites. And I myself run an infantry pulse team, so please don't use Pulse Smoke against me. But yeah, she's absolutely stacked with all of this premium fodder. Special Spiral 3, Pulse Smoke, Life and Death 4. Absolutely amazing. So I hope that she could be a good unit with good offensive stats. This is the stat spread I'm expecting on her. I think she's gonna be really fast, and I think she's gonna be hitting hard. So she's just gonna be built as an offensive nuke. So she could pretty much act as a red bow Ophelia, I guess. But the thing is that Ophelia is much easier to set up with for her special, and Ophelia also hits on the magical side, so that's that. But still, like, Igrene is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, at least in her own color. Like, she's the only red archer in the game, so she definitely has that niche. And in Arena Assault, you're definitely going to be facing a lot of green armor units and green units in general, so there she could be really powerful. And I think she's going to be having enough strength to even win the neutral matchups where, like, no one has the weapons triangle advantage. So I think she's going to be pretty powerful and really fast, just offensively built based on how she's got her base kit. So she's just pre-built as an AoE spam nuke, and if you get her, then you can just use her with 3 dancers to clear a lot of the in-game content, because that kind of setup is going to be pretty powerful with the AoE spam. And that is going to be the final unit on this banner. And we're going to be getting a paralog. So that is going to be interesting. It seems like Thor is going to be in this chapter. So let's see what she has to do and what she has to say about Hell's Death and also Loki. We see through Seer and Liv. These are not from our like timeline as like per se. These are definitely from the alternate timeline which we see at the end of book 3 where they say like they have a vision. So they are probably from that. And we're gonna be getting Chad as a unit which is gonna be added into the 3-star, 4-star pool. So finally Lou and Ray are gonna be getting their friend. And it seems like he has got Rogue Dagger from the looks of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is Rogue Dagger. So he's gonna be added into 3-star, 4-star pool. Let's hope that he has got some good skills at least. And we're gonna be getting Brunnya on 22nd of November as a Tempest Trial reward. So I hope that she's a green infantry mage. I think she's gonna be that with Thimble Vetter, because that's what she has in Binding Blade. She also has bolting, so let's see what happens. Definitely excited for her as a Tempest Trial reward. And a lot of people were expecting a Far-Fetched Heroes banner or a Bravery Ducks banner. Now for those of you who do not know, basically every year around the time of late October or late November, we have this banner called Far-Fetched Heroes or Bravery Ducks or whatever name they are going to be giving it. But basically it is of runner-ups of Choose Your Legends of that year. Of those units who don't have a version in FEH already, so they are added into the game using that kind of banner, and none of them are getting demoted, and at least one of them is given out for free. First here we had Joshua, then we had Aversa, so that's why people were looking forward to it. But I think they're going to be doing that next banner in December, and they're probably going to be releasing book 4 around like Christmas. That's what I'm thinking at least, because a lot of people were expecting like the Bravery Ducks or the Far-Fetched Heroes banner, and me included, but I think they're just gonna be delaying it a bit more. So let's see what happens. Let me know about your thoughts on this banner in the comment section down below. Let's have a chill discussion, and if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like. It is gonna be helping me tremendously, and if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content and also 3 Houses content. And please be sure to hit the notification bell and click on all so that you can always get the updates to my videos whenever I upload. Because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as Zephyr's empathy for humans. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.